Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching episode 3 of season 1 of Peaky Blinders. Hopefully guys enjoyed the first 2 episodes. It is a new day for me. It kind of looks like I'm wearing the same jumper from yesterday. It's very similar because I did come off the back of that episode saying, mate, I just want to dive into episode 3 because it was so interesting, but I have waited till the next day. I've just finished work, come straight in, can't wait to watch it. You know, I'm really excited to see the character progressions, see what the Shelbys are going to get up to. Do you know what I mean? Like, Tommy, man, he made an alpha move in the last 3 episodes. You know, he went to the inspector that's been sent into Birmingham to try and find these guns for Winston Churchill, and he pretty much told him to his face, I have got the weapons, I've taken them, I've got them, they're in my possession. Now I will hand them to you if you do something for me. And that thing for me is I want the police to turn a blind eye into the activities that I do. I want to expand my business. I want to get in links with, is it Billy Kimball? And I want to progress my empire. And you're going to look the other way. And if you do look the other way, once I achieve what I set out to achieve, I will give you the location of the guns. You can get them, you can retrieve them, you can hand them back. You will be seen as a hero and you will be given a medal. Or you can arrest me right now for telling you that I've got the weapons, and if that happens, my men are on standby. We are going to sell these guns to the IRA. Winston Churchill will not be happy about them because each gun has got its own serial number on, and when that gets used against people, he's going to tie it back to you and you are going to go down for it and you're going to be the fall guy. So, I mean, how interesting is that? The guy's done an alpha move. And obviously the police officers accepted it. But then he's gone in on the sly, mate. The barmaid, I'm not too sure what her name is right now, but she is a police officer. She is there undercover. She's working in the bar. He's told her to get close to Tommy. He wants her to get in and, you know, possibly... Well, basically, he's insinuating, get close to him, have a relationship with him, get his trust, and find out where the guns are. Don't let us down. She said, I won't let you down, mate. The IRA killed my father, and I'm here committed to the cause. Well, I think it's going to be really interesting to see if she actually falls for him. And a big twist, I think, would be if the IRA didn't actually kill her father, somebody else did, maybe inside the force that she works for, and she goes against them and joins the Shelbys. That would be really interesting. But that is just, you know, like a stone thrown in the pond. But again, he's made his moves, you know, he's matched, I was going to say match fixing, but he's horse race fixed in or whatever, he's fixed some races, he made his horse win 2 times, and then when everybody went to bet on it, he made it lose. But he also done it in Billy's turf, and he's come and he stood there and pretty much he's threatened him, mate. Like, you guys, I've never even heard of you before, but who are you guys to mess with me? I'm Billy, yeah? Nobody messes with me. It looked like he was going to go and take them out. And then Tommy got up and said, look, mate, I've got a business plan, yeah? The Lees, you don't like them. You got beef with them. So have we. Together, with your manpower and my strategic, you know, planning and thinking, we could team up. We can tackle this. We could take them down. We could build an empire. The guy was like, I work on my own, mate. He's like, well, you know, your enemies are my enemies. So this is our business proposition. Then Billy flicked a coin, said, pick it up, mate. And he did. He picked it up. He shown that he was willing to participate. He held it up. Billy was like, turned around and walked off, and he's like informant or whatever stood there, whatever associate, and was like, meet us at Aintree. And that's where he's going, mate. He's going to take the barmaid to Aintree, and they're going to go on a date, and it's going to be really exciting. And like I said, he picked a fight with the Lees on purpose so it can look like they both got a common enemy that they're beefing with, so that he could obviously get in with Billy. Really clever. I love the strategic approach, and I love it when plans come together. So I can't wait for today's episode, and if you guys do enjoy it, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to episode 3 of season 1 of Peaky Blinders.
Give me a bottle of whiskey and 3 glasses, please.
Scotch or Irish?
Irish.
I've decided not to go. Not unless you give me another £2 10 shilling toward the dress.
I've already given you 3.
How much did you pay for the suit you'll be wearing?
My suits are on the house, or the house burns down.
I kind of like that, do you know, the introduction song? I do like it.
Takes a lot for a man from Sparkbrook to step inside this pub.
Anyone with money and good intentions is welcome in the garrison. Who said you had business?
Concerns the factory down the road at the BSA. Rumours get started.
Rumours that there was a robbery.
Guns, Mr. Shelby.
Some say there was word from the Proofing Bay. It was the Peaky Blinders who took him.
Who do you speak?
The people of Ireland. The Irish Republican Army. Father, why are you so sad? When being just a boy like you, he joined the IRA.
I think Cillian Murphy's face is well intimidating.
You have sympathies with them?
I've no sympathies of any description.
Their accents were so thick, it's a wonder you could understand them. Next time I could translate.
You'd work for me. £2, 10 shillings. Buy something red.
Do you know what, right? Interesting, I don't do this, but apparently there has been studies shown that thumbnails with red in it on YouTube get the more clicks. And like females who wear like red dresses get more views. It's strange. It's like, I'm going with like way off. Is it Kellogg's? Do you have a cereal? I don't even... Crunchy, no, it's not Crunchy Nut. That's the L. There's a cereal, a Special K as well. That is a red box, and it's really popular. Like, I don't know, it's the colour red. It entices people in. I'm not too sure why, but I'm interested as well, man. Is it to match Billy's? Is he going to be wearing a big red suit to stand out?
Vito, what the hell?
I dared myself to run through their territory in my dress.
Are you mad?
Yeah, mad as hell with all of them.
Come on, Princess. The Vic is waiting.
Wait, how do I look?
Like an angel.
They're pretty decent then.
One female operative has proved more useful than any of you great lumps of men.
My tactics come from my experiences in France. Most of my great lumps of men served in France too, sir.
I serve my country every day.
They throw that France thing into him all the time. This IRA guy, do you reckon he's getting taken out? By her, mate, because they took her dad out, didn't they? What the hell?
Fancy me, dear.
Oh, a wounder for him. Yo, who's watched it? Oh, who's watched it?
Ada and Freddie Thorne were married today. They defied your orders. They haven't left the city.
Where are they?
Freddie's comrades have safe houses. Why do you want to know?
I want to send them flowers. Why do you think? I told the coppers Freddie wouldn't come back. It was part of the deal.
What bloody deal? What happened to family votes?
You get Freddie out of town, Paul. Or else I'll deal with him myself.
Oh, yeah, it was part of that deal, wasn't it? When he said that he was gonna give him the guns and that. Wonder if her personality changes. Oh, red dress.
And the neighbour said that she saw a young woman leaving the streets where the body was found. Well, he said that your spy was a woman, Sarah. I wondered if there was now a policy.
They're not called spies. They're called operatives.
They are operatives, but they are spies, technically.
Tommy's not going to let this rest. Times like these, communists in the family's bad for business. You have to leave the city.
You think I can't handle Tommy Shelby?
You can't. I booked you both tickets for the next boat from Liverpool to New York.
America, Freddie.
Yeah, mate,
Already
America.
had their revolution. You won't have to bother.
Ladies, at least let a man sleep on it.
I think that if he decides to stay, that's what I was gonna say. If he decides to stay, Tommy's gonna kill him. But I still feel like he might join the crew. I don't know. I kind of feel like people who challenge the authority, not in a bad way, as in like people who challenge it as if I'm going to kill you is different because you got to take them out. But people who like are confident and like disregard like certain orders here and there, I don't know, they're the ones that you can mould in the crew. It's like, this guy's got balls, mate. He'd be good for the team, you know, he's willing to do this and this, where obviously like, you don't want the snakes and people like that though, and you don't want people who you think are just going to take you down. But they have history, don't they? And I feel like, I don't know, because he has helped him in the war before, like, they've got a connection even if they don't like each other or not. But, 200 quid, man. I'm disappointed that I don't actually know how much, I mean, I know how much £200 is, but back in the day, like, how much actually that was as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, they need 10 shillings, 3 shillings and all that. I'm disappointed that I don't really know the old English money, to be honest.
You had no business. Observe and report. That is your remit.
I decided we needed to know where he lived.
The death of a base Fenian doesn't concern me. your welfare does.
I know that because of our family connections, you take my progress personally, but I don't need you to be my father.
What, she just slipped her there?
Please, gentlemen, no fighting in here.
It's all right. So I come as a friend. You're collecting a suit for Cheltenham. It's very nice.
How the bloody hell do you know?
I know a lot of things, Mr. Kimber. I'll see you at Cheltenham.
I'll wave at you from my box. If you are coming to the races, bring that pretty barmaid of yours.
To even gather like this today is illegal. To comply with the law, please now clump together in groups of 4. Raise your hands, all those who want to strike!
The police have just raided a rally at the factory. You think you're Freddie Thorne's back?
I know he is, and he's with Ida. What's wrong with bloody Arthur?
He's got the Flanders blues again.
Is it true your Ida got married? Where's she living there? Who killed the Paddy from the Black Swan? They say, is it you, Peaky Blinder, who stole the gun?
Arthur, after your beating, I thought you needed a break.
What bloody guns, Tommy?
You've had a hard time these past few years, God knows you have. Deserve some rest. It fell off a wagon into our laps. That has the machine guns now, and it's them that's in the mud. What is it you've always wanted, Arthur? When we were in France, you used to say, when I go back to England, I want to own my own pub.
Now you've gone soft. Gone soft, Tommy.
You spent 2/3 of your life in pubs, just poured it instead of drinking it.
What can I get you?
The pub. No.
Bloody kids. Think the other one's punctured as well. Thought you promised he wouldn't come back.
I know he's in town. I'm dealing with this.
Some family you've got, eh? Bet you can't wait for Christmas. We'll take your sister in as an accomplice. She'll get 4 years for sedition, or you can turn him in.
Mate, he's strategizing in his head now, isn't he? He's thinking, what's the next play? Just before this scene plays out there, I've got to say, I want the females to actually be in it a lot. I actually really like it when you've got a female person in chat. Like, his aunt is decent. I kind of like this woman as well. I liked how she was in the cinemas in the episode before. Get the film back on. I'm still Shelby. Do you know what I mean? Like, she is, mate. And they said that they ran the business, for 5 years while they was at war. I do love a bit of female, dominance, a bit of presence. And this is why I'm excited for possibly the officer to get with Tommy or get in there and just see what she can do as well. Now, I actually think it'd be really tough for Tommy, because if he's got a hand Freddie, Freddie should have gone out of the city, shouldn't he, when he got given the chance. It seems like he slept on it. He's decided not to go to New York because the aunt said that she had 2 tickets, didn't she, booked to the next day to travel on the boat, and he's not gone. He's here, he's got a gun to Tommy's head. Now, he's not going to take him out, that's obvious. But the interesting thing is, the police actually want him arrested. I know that they wanted him away, but now, they want him to bring him in. And they've just said, look, it's either him or his sister. If you don't bring him in, we're going to take her in as an accomplice, and she get 4 years. But she's also pregnant as well. So he knows that. I don't think the police do. So you wouldn't want the child to be brought up behind bars, would you, really? Obviously, with no dad and no mum, it's like they won't want a Shelby going down like that. So again, it's going to be fascinating to see how they play out in that situation. In terms of the pub, I do think it's a smart play. If they're money laundering, or which they are doing, they're getting too much money in from an illegal business, so to speak, that they've got to pass it through. You've seen it in Breaking Bad, mate, where they get so much money and they literally put it in the walls and under the floors and everything, trying to hide it. So you've got to have a legitimate thing to try and make it look real. And it's true, mate. If you are your own barman, you could drink your own beer, can't you? What I would do is I would buy the pub, and then I would just get the guy who's currently running it to run it and just pay him a salary.
To find Freddie. Drink this first.
No, I have to find them. I think they're going to kill each other.
Wait.
Came to tell you. That's not going to work, Tommy.
Your honesty is appreciated now if you're not going to use that thing.
I'm not finished!
You loaded Ada with your bastard, 'cause she's a Shelby. Won't let you fuck up my sister's life for your cause.
You actually believe that? I've loved her since she was 9 and I was 12.
This marriage will not stand.
Yo, I like how he's honest, mate. Cause I have been questioning, is he with her because he wants to get in with these, or if he actually likes her. I don't know, I kind of sold on that he does actually like her and he's not using her. Like, it was intimidating. He didn't need to tell the truth there, did he really? Like, but I believe him. I believe he actually really likes her. I like how he said, mate, she was 9, I was 12. I've loved her ever since then. And I never got her pregnant on purpose so that I could become a Shelby. But I liked it. You know, he answered my question that I've been asking myself.
Now the coppers are saying that if we don't turn Freddie in, they'll put Ada on the arrest warrant as well. From now on, we do it my way.
Oh, what?
You can't answer that, can you, man? It's so...
They're getting closer.
You see the one that he pretended to shoot?
Be careful, Danny.
Imagine being in there, mate. How intense is that? Oh, check this. Oh, he took a bullet for him. Oh, he took a bullet for him in the water. It's interesting, mate. That was well intense.
Private whiz-bang reporting, sir.
Yeah.
I got talking to some old bloke about Birmingham. He said there's been trouble. An IRA man shot. Was it their high command think it's the Peaky Blinders who shot him? But lies travel faster than the truth.
That's a fact, isn't it, mate? It really does.
Get a message to them. Tell them there's been a misunderstanding and we don't want any trouble. They gave us the worst job, Tommy. And we fucking volunteered.
Countrymen, that's why.
Now listen to the shovels and the picks. And I pray the sun will come up at the curtains before they break through. The shovels beat the sun.
Imagine being in their position, though. You'd be shitting yourself. Right, I gotta say, big respect to anybody that goes in war, man. Literally. Because I have no idea how people would be feeling in that. Imagine being in that little small confined tunnel knowing that the enemy's on the other side. You're in one bit trying to hide and they're knocking the wall down that's directly in front of you. And like you've got no weapons and they could come in and get... It's crazy, mate. You'd be shitting yourself. Like, I've got to say, man, big respect to anybody that volunteers, works in any services. You guys are absolute legends, mate. You guys are the best of the best, and you've got the biggest balls out of everybody. Fair play to you, man. You deserve every little bit of credit. You deserve everything. Mate, I like that guy. I actually really like that guy.
Your sister was here. She's all right, but in her condition, she needs peace. Can't be easy for her. Her brother and her husband fighting over the same thing. Men always said the troubles to a barmaid. What is it you and Freddie are fighting over?
Oh, that's the end of that convo.
9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Do you know what I've noticed with Tommy, right? He's always got a stripy shirt on. No, I wouldn't. Is that? I've not actually paid attention to any of the other Peaky Blinders, but I wonder if that's like a staple of them or not. I don't know. Might be something that's just a bit random that I've noticed. But he's always got a striped shirt on underneath his like blazer.
This car only seats 4. You'll need more men than that if you're to come back alive.
Is it just the 2 of us going to the races?
Something like that.
This is what's known as your final briefing before going over the top. 60 miles down that road is Cheltenham racetrack. The Lees are skimming money off legal bookies. We're going to stop them. Kimber's let his troops go rotten. They're on the take from the Lees to look the other way. We're going to show Kimber how it should be done.
So basically then, it seems like the Lees are there doing... I forgot his name. Billy in, like, you know, like they're either taking his money or his men are not really working for Billy no more. They're working for the Lees, you know, they're looking the other way. And these are coming in, showing the power, you know. He's trying to show Billy that the Peaky Blinders are a good asset to his team and they'll take no prisoners. They're not going to mess about. They'll go there, show the Lees what it's all about, mate. You know, if your men can't do it, we can, you know, and then that'll gain a bit of respect and he'll acknowledge it, he'll see it. It's like one of them things. He had to make a statement and do something on Billy's races so that he could acknowledge that there was a thing, and now he's got their attention. Now they're coming in, they're going to make a stand again and they're going to get his attention for a second time. Well, possibly. That's their intentions. And then it'll come to a point where it's like, wow, these guys actually mean business with me. They will be a good ally.
Are you sure we're allowed in here?
Well, I prefer to come to the races the back way. You're lucky you're with me. You'd be wasting your money on fixed races.
I always wondered, how do you fix a race?
How should I know? You dance.
If I'm asked properly.
Lady Sarah, Connemara, will you dance with me?
Roberts, the Peaky Blinders are here.
Told you, Mr. Kimber. He's got some balls, that one.
And she's got some body, that one.
Do you reckon that he took her there just so that Billy could be like, come sit with me, so to speak, so he can try it on with her? That is kind of his like way into the table. Then I'd be interested if this Grace would be disappointed that she's kind of being used. I mean, obviously you would be disappointed if he was being used, but I kind of feel like she kind of likes him a little bit, but then in her head she's like, it's bad for me. Do you know what I mean? But apparent girls love the bad boys. Do you know what I mean? So it would be an interesting one to see.
Hello, Raz. How's business?
Oh, it's a bit of his hair.
Or I'll take the whole ear off. I commandeer this stolen money by order of the Peaky Blinders.
Do you reckon at the end of the day you're just going to have a big massive bag full of money and it's like, yeah, Billy, this is what we got for you today?
It's stronger than your right, or we're making a getaway.
We chased the ladies across the track right the way down the Devon Road. We got every penny back.
Your money, Mr. Kimber, rescued from the Lay brothers and returned to you with a request for a fair hearing. You contract out your racetrack security to the Peaky Blinders. We'd be saving you a lot of money, Mr. Kimber. What do you say, Mr. Kimber?
Got business to my accountant. I want to dance. Your man said it was all right for me to have this dance.
How many men can you put in the field at one time?
There's a lot of men out of work at the moment. 2 guards for every bookie.
Looks like you two are making a deal.
We are making progress.
And let me throw a small condition into the mix.
Oh, it better not be her.
We're going to go for dinner at Kimber's house. Look, I'll throw in an extra £3 for your extra time. Thinks he's a ladies' man. He thinks he can seduce you. Whenever you want, just kick him in the balls.
I'm a clause in a contract.
If you want to be part of my organisation, you have to make sacrifices.
Positive, I'm taking that he never said she had to sleep with her. He said, mate, whenever you want, kick him in the balls. Yeah, good stuff. It's true. Do you know what I like? He said, mate, we're all whores. No. We all have a perception of what that word is. We all just sell different parts of our body. You know what I mean? I kind of like that, man. It's a weird analogy I'd never heard anyone say before. But like, if you take it in the context, it doesn't have to be in the way we all like take it to be, even though that's how it is most of the time. It's very interesting the way he said that. Now, she did want to be part of his organisation. They all got to make sacrifices. Now, sadly for the females, the sacrifices they usually have to make is the same one over and over again, isn't it? Because you get dirty little men like him, yeah, who just see him as one thing and not an alpha play. Like his aunt, you know, like his aunt looks like she's a person that's in charge, in command. This one as well, Grace, I'm hoping she can be as well, you know, like she's definitely not a person that's here to sleep around with people, she's here for business. So, again, if she goes there, kicks him in his balls, 2 hours, never said I had to sleep with her, I'll do what I want, mate. I'm no whore like she was saying. And once he can finalise a deal, they can bounce. So again, I thought that was a really interesting scene.
I bet he said you could have me, didn't he?
Just
Well, he has a...
make her feel better.
That's the arrangement, isn't it? Yours might be a prostitute, but I'm not. I was a milliner when I met him. I was independent. So is she a prostitute?
God's honest truth. I don't know what she is.
Why don't you teach me how to dance properly? You ever been in a house this big?
I want a cigarette.
Oh, look, I've dropped something. Pick it up.
Pick it up yourself.
You're a fucking barmaid. If I drop a glass on the floor, you pick it up. I want to watch you pick it up. If I drop a glass on the floor, you bend over and fucking pick up the fucking glass.
Go on, shoot him.
I was going to let you go through with this, but in the end, my conscience got the better of me. She looks good on the outside, but she has the clap. She's a whore. I'll just go and wait in the car.
I could walk on my own.
Has he got a deal or not? It's interesting.
By the end, I was a whore with a clap. You're a fucking bastard offering me like that. But then you change your mind.
Yeah, exactly, mate. That's what I was saying.
Why did you change your mind, Tom?
Yo, I like how the sound's going away. Alright, only went away for a little bit, but I like it, man. But mate, 58 minutes are just absolutely flying by, honestly. I'm really, really enjoying the series. Like, I feel like it's just really good. It's really good. I knew what, big up me, him coming in at the end. I'm really happy about that. Obviously, he's drawing a like to us, so to speak. And it's possibly put a spanner in the works of his plans, you know. Did he get the deal or did he not? He didn't get a handshake anyway. But let's just go to this Billy, for example, right? I don't understand how people think that a woman is just going to be all over you because you want it to happen, yeah? Like, just because you've gone over to somebody and said, mate, I want her to come to mine for 2 hours, doesn't mean that she wants to, yeah? It doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. I just don't get it, yeah? Oh, I bet you've never been in a house this big. Don't care, mate. I don't like you. I'm literally only here because it's business. Now, and then he started disrespecting her. Pick it up. No chance. I kind of wanted to shoot him, but then it definitely would have messed the deal up. And then he would have been like, mate, why have you got a gun? So it was much better that he come in. It's like Saved by the Bell, innit, mate? He come in, his conscience saved him. Good excuse, mate. That was a good excuse that she's got that. And she is a whore. Now, obviously, she's not, and he knows she's not, but what a good way to get out of it. And I like as well that when Billy's, I'm assuming it's his wife, was speaking to him saying, I bet he said you can have me. He never said yeah or no. He didn't even look at her. He's full on showing that he's not even there for her. Like, he doesn't really care for her or anything like that. It's just business towards him. Now, the Peaky Blinders, man, they made a statement again. Like I said, I knew that they would do that. They would go there. They would like, here's all your money. These are the people, mate. Like, you can't protect yourself. We can do it. We can save you so much money. What we want, 5% of the gate. We want like 3 races or something like that. And then obviously, if it works well after a year, we want 6. You know, good proposition. You got to start small and expand, haven't you? And they've already made 2 statements now. So, is Billy going to accept this, even though he didn't get what he wanted at the end? Or is he going to obviously maybe come back and retaliate himself because he was humiliated a little bit? I don't know. We're going to have to wait in episode 4. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 3 of Peaky Blinders. So, the Peaky Blinders have made a statement. They want to get, obviously, on the payroll of Billy. They want to show that they are a force to be reckoned with. They took that guy out in the toilets, mate, and cut half his ear off, which was absolutely brutal. That razor blade that they have in their heart is a mad weapon, honestly. They've always got one on them. Yeah, it was crazy. It looked really good. I like how they're acknowledging that Tommy's kind of in charge now. Arthur said that as well. You know, this is Tommy's army or something like that when he got in the cars. Now, I like how he got a conscience as well at the end and he didn't actually, you know, send her in. Like a lamb to the slaughter pretty much, and he come in and he saved her. Now obviously that might have messed his deal up with Billy, but it just shows that he actually cares for her a little bit, which again is a positive for her. Like she was saying, I started off the day as a lady, ended it as a whore, but then it come in and you saved me, and like what changed? And then the music kind of like died down, it's like silent, and then obviously the theme tune come out at the end, and I think it's really interesting to see between them. Now, she's already took out one of the people from the IRA, you know. They come in, they was trying to, they was expressing interest in the guns at the start. He never physically said that he had them to them, but they were saying that they're from the IRA and, you know, they've got backing. And we know that they've taken out her dad before and she followed one of them and they dragged him into an alley, pulled a gun on her. You're coming in for questioning. She's turned it and killed him. Someone seen it, told the police. Obviously, he's not gone and arrested her because he knows that it would have been her, and he told her not to get personal feelings in the way. He said that he should have really pulled her out of the field, but he hasn't. You know, she's still there. But Freddie as well. You know, what's going on with them now? She offered him 200 quid and tickets to go to New York so they could start a life together. You know, enough to get away and be free, but no, he wants to stay here. He wants to revolutionise everybody. It looks like the police don't want that. They've come over, they've threatened Tommy, haven't they? They've said, look, mate, you told us that Freddie's not going to be here anymore. He's not going to be a problem. Well, he's back and he is causing a problem. And it's either you drop him in, you can either hand him in or drag him in. But if you don't do that, then we're going to come after your sister. You know, she's going to get 4 years in prison for being an associate of his. So it's down to your choice. Both of them pulled a gun on each other later on in the episode. Obviously, Freddie and Tommy. He was saying that, mate, you only planted your seed inside my sister because you're obsessed with becoming a Shelby. And he's like, not a chance, mate. I've never thought of that. You know, I've loved her ever since she was 9 and I was 12. Which I actually believe that. It's really good that he's actually stated that out loud because, you know, Tommy's perception of him is that he's just using us so he can get into the family. And maybe when he realises that the guy's actually committed to her, that he could give him a bit of lenience. And, I don't know, maybe give him a few jobs or something. But in terms of him being handed over to the police and his sister, that didn't play out further after, you know, that encounter so far, but it's definitely got a play factor in the episodes coming. So it'd be really interesting to see what actually happens with them, if he actually sticks with his deal that he made with the copper, so that he can obviously get the deal that he's trying to, you know, sign with Billy, so to speak, or is he going to go against what he's done with the copper, and then what's going to happen then? You know, like, you can't propose something and then get the outcome that you want and change your proposal halfway through. It just don't work like that, does it? Is he and Grace going to get any closer in the next couple of episodes? I think they are, just because of the way the episode ended. And also, if you just carry on with the Freddie and Tommy bit a little bit, his flashbacks was really interesting. He was in a tunnel and you know, the opposition come in and shot, and Freddie pushed Tommy out of the way and took a bullet for him, it looked like. And this other guy called Danny, I'm not sure, the one that he pretended to shoot. I really like how he's committed to his team as well, mate. Sergeant, you know, he's come in, he's sat down, he's spoken to him, and then obviously, like, when Tommy woke up, there was a sign on it saying, mate, I'm ready for my duty, sir, you know, I'll be on my way. That's the type of people that you need to recruit in your team. He looks like an absolute loyal warrior. Yeah, somebody who respects you, and that is what you want when you're trying to build a little army. So I'm really excited to hopefully see more of him, because I actually really do think that he's pretty decent. So I can't wait to dive into the next one. I'm going to do it again, mate. I always have the intention of watching one episode, and I start here, and I'm going into the next one without shadow of a doubt. You know, I've done that yesterday. I'm doing it again today. Straight into episode 4 after this one. So hopefully, you guys enjoyed episode 3. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.